Hello everyone, Tarantula here. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me. So in today's video I'm going to be sort of talking about a few spiders, giving you a few updates on some other ones that I have. Going to try and keep it fairly sort of quick. I don't want it to be like sort of like half an hour. I'm trying to sort of keep them quite short, keep your interest. Before I begin the video, thank you to those that have been messaging me, leaving comments, and to the new subscribers, and also to the new Patreon supporters as well. I really do appreciate that. Really does mean a lot. So beginning the video, very quickly as well, you'll notice that the Una picture isn't up there. I have it here, but the other night I was in bed and it fell off. I made a big thud as it landed on this glass enclosure down here with my Brachypelma eratamin. So I've just taken it down and I'm going to find somewhere to sort of fit it a bit more. I want it sort of on show, but I need it more secure, so I might tape it up there or something, I don't know. But yeah, in case you're wondering why that picture isn't up there, that's why. And also, while I'm mentioning that, of course, this is obviously Una, of course my green iguana. This was drawn by Janine Marshall, who's a good friend of mine, so thank you to Janine. So kicking the video off, I'm going to talk about these spiders that are back here. Just to begin with, I kind of think it makes sense. I'm going to put my phone into airplane mode so that I don't have any irritating sounds going off. So one of the things I mentioned in a recent video was to do with the Lasiodora Parahybana that I have. Of course I have the slings and the Zelda, which is my largest of that species. I forgot to mention that I do have this guy here as well. This guy is a confirmed male and was sent to me from the spider shop probably about a year ago now, I think it was. So I actually have 7 Lasiodora Parahybana, not 6. Obviously this guy, when he matures, of course, will be breeding with Zelda, and I'll have thousands of little baby LPs, which is wonderful because everyone likes LPs. So yeah, these are some of the things that I rehoused in a recent video that went up on Patreon. Thank you to those that watched that and gave me feedback. I know it was more of a chatty vlog video, but I wanted to try and get some kind of content out for you. Some of them have already started to do the webbing, which is exactly what I wanted them to do, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video. And I'm going to be talking about the spiders I have here in this collection, and there's also one more that I'm going to add into this just because it's molted, and one of these is molted as well. So I'm going to be using my phone as well for the camera because it's easier for editing. I can sort of show you and also show you on this. So the first spider, okay, so this is one of the Lasiodora Parahybana. Literally cannot see it if I just take the lid off and show you very, very quickly. It's actually completely webbed up the entrance to the hide, so I can't see it at all, which is a bit of a shame, but that does mean as well that more than likely it will end up molting, which is good, because if it molts it means it's going to get bigger, and that's what we like, obviously, especially with LPs. This one is another LP, the same again. This one has done a burrow, but again you can't see it. This LP, the same again. I'll just sort of quickly show you on the screen. I think really these all kind of really needed to be rehoused. But since rehousing them, they've all just sort of buried themselves away, and now I just can't see them at all. You know, all you can see on this is just a bit of cork bark over the top, and you know, it's left there. So I think the rehouse came at a good time. This LP, again, the exact same, just borrowed away. And this one has done a big, has done a burrow, but it hasn't closed off the entrance yet. So I'm going to take a look at this guy, or girl. I don't actually know what the gender is of this one. I haven't sexed them. Not sure if I can even. No, I can't see it. But I'm just going to quick look at the entrance to the burrow. I think I can just see a little bit of the leg. Yeah, see a little bit of the ankle of that spider. So yeah, nothing too crazy with those, you know. your standard spiders hiding away kind of thing. But there are some other spiders here that we're going to take a look at. So this one, as I just mentioned, is this is the male Lasiodora parahybana. This guy's got a really good sized abdomen, and yeah, really chunky guy, getting a bit of a bald spot on the abdomen, just appearing. So I'd say that this guy's going to be looking to molt sort of fairly soon, and obviously he won't be having any more meals either. Not for now anyway. I'll probably feed him after his molt, I think, or I give it a couple of weeks and maybe offer him something small just to keep him going. But other than that, I'm not going to sort of be feeding him kind of too much. This one is this one's actually done. I mean, might be able to see that one. This one on this camera. This one is Lasiodora stereotopes, and it's actually done a. I don't know if you can see it just down there. This is probably the best I'll be able to sort of show you this spider, but it's just done like a little tunnel down here, and you can just see the spider in there. So you know, I mean, this one I actually did do a pre-built burrow sort of hide like I did with all the other Lasiodora over the other side, and he's just done his own, you know, his own thing. So, which is fine. So if they're using the space, then it doesn't really bother me, you know. Next up is Lasiodora klugi. This one has done a decent hide. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but there's actually a hole down in this bottom corner. You can see it quite well there. I will try and get a better look at the spider looking down the burrow. So I can actually see the spider. It's actually upside down on the inside of the burrow. Thinks it's like an orb weaver, but I think the light is sort of scaring it away. You can just see it there, like upside down. Not sure. I've never seen these climb upside down like that. It's quite unusual for these. Obviously, being terrestrial, they normally just sort of, you know, stay on the ground. Well, that spider is not going to be coming out, which is a real shame, but I'm going to leave this out actually, and leave the lid on just loosely, hoping that if the spider does decide to make an appearance, then of course I will be able to just very gently lift the lid and we can take a look at it. Next up is the O species Panay. So this little spider's done a really nice little, you can see obviously this side has more substrate, and I actually guided it into this hole in the video, although you couldn't really see the actual spider going in there. I kind of missed that bit. It's the usual thing with me in filming, but what it has done, as you'll see on screen, is it has completely webbed up the cool bark on the top, because originally all of this here was open. It's webbed it all up, and it's done just a very small entrance down there. Can't see the actual spider in there, but still it's quite cool that it, you know, it's always nice when they do start to kind of settle in, when they start to, you know, dig burrows and web up the enclosures and things. It's obviously, if they're doing that, then they obviously feel quite safe and secure, which is kind of what you want with any animal, you know. I know a lot of people will say that they're only spiders, but they still need to be, you know, they still need to feel safe at the end of the day. You know, as someone that lives with anxiety constantly, I can tell you it is not nice. And you know, so this spider is something I'm going to be mentioning in a future video. I don't actually know what this is, and the reason for that is because I rehoused it into a slightly larger enclosure, and I didn't label it, and I rehoused it again into something a little bit bigger for whatever reason, and I rehoused into this in the Patreon video. Miles too big for it, but hopefully it'll web, and so because of that I don't actually know what it is. I need to wait till it's a little bit bigger. But this spider, I don't think you will even be able to see it, to be honest. You might just be able to, just down there in that little gap there. I have a few ideas as to what I think it could be, but until I know for sure, I'm not going to sort of say what it is, because I'd rather just sort of wait and, you know, figure it out, you know, do it kind of properly, I guess. Still nothing from the Kluge. So next up, this is where things are going to start to get a little bit more interesting, and of course this one, I just touched the enclosure and it kind of came out. So this is a male N Insight, which are fabulous looking spiders. I'm just going to very quickly change the battery because I don't want it to go. I've actually, on my batteries, I used to have this problem where I had them numbered 1 to 5, and then I'd like work my way through them and always forget to put them on charge. So now I've actually got the charger plugged into my PlayStation. So whenever I'm on the PlayStation, which is usually before work, I sort of watch a little bit of YouTube or something. I just swap the batteries in so it's always charging, so I should never have the problem of running out of batteries ever again. So yeah, going back to this is the N Insight. It's a male. We did have a female for it. It was a breeding pair from the spider shop, but unfortunately the female died molting. Not sure what happened. As I say, the male is doing absolutely fine. As you will see here, I'm actually going to drop the food down here in this web. You can actually see where it's actually started to web up quite a lot. So it's all like to the side here. Oh, yeah, straight out. And I basically missed that because I was not paying attention, which is not good. But yeah, there it is. You had a very quick glance at that. Really, really beautiful spiders, and really good webbers. Hopefully he will web up even more. It's only been a few days and he's already webbed up quite a lot. So this part down here was actually from the old enclosure that I just placed in there. So looking forward to him doing more webbing. That's really annoying, that is, you know, when the spider's there and it does a really good takedown, but I'm not ready with the camera. It's the usual poor standard that you've all came to expect and love from me, I guess. Still no Kluge. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at, this is the Toledocartor abapolosus. This is the Blue Island form. As you know, there's the three. Oh, down there, I didn't tell it off. There's the three sort of variants of this spider. There's the sort of, you know, the true form, the hobby form, and the Blue Island. So you know, we actually have, well, between me and Steph, we do actually have all three of them. Although of course we have now separated our collection, you know. But we'll still be obviously staying in touch, of course, because we've got a daughter together. But we'll be hopefully we'll still be breeding spiders and things, which will be good. So this spider, again, not the best way to see it, but basically just down here in this corner. Yeah, that's a much better way. I don't know why I did that before. You can just see it down there in the very corner. Again, there is actually a hide in there and things, but it's not using it. It's just dug down into the corner. Not sure why spiders do that. Spiders are strange things. Next up, this spider in here. This is actually my six-eyed sand spider. I'm actually going to call this spider 67, and the reason for that is obviously it's got 6 eyes and it has 7 legs. It's had 7 legs for ages. It's molted and it's never regrew the 1 leg back. I actually tried to do a YouTube short of this the other day, and I sat here for ages. I filmed where it was, I dropped the food in, it came out, it bit the food, it was walking around with it, trying to keep it to 15 seconds, so little like 2-second clips, and I was going to wait for it to dig. And after about 3 hours, I had to go to work, and so I had to delete it. So you know, I don't really want to disturb this spider. I can see where it is. In fact, what I will do is I will do I might get a little video of it, and if any of you can tell where this spider is, let me know, because I already know where it is straight away. I actually need to do some maintenance in this enclosure because there's some uneaten prey, or bits of dead prey. But can any of you see a spider? If you see it, we'll have area 1, area 2, area 3, area 4. If you go in the comment section and put down where you think it is, have a guess. Some of you, if you have these, you'll be able to notice exactly where it is straight away. Others of you will not be able to, so have a guess in the comments, do it now, and I will show you where it is very, very quickly. I don't think it'll eat again, but I will try it. Okay, have you all had a guess? If you guessed number 1, then you are correct, because that is where the spider is. You can see the 4 legs on the top and then 3 on the bottom. I don't think it wants that mealworm. Not a spider you ever want to get bit by. So when I'm doing my maintenance, I always use tweezers. Pick out anything that hasn't been eaten, any bits of live food and things. If you're a patron of mine, you will have seen the rehousing video and how I kind of rehouse my spiders. I just sort of grab them, to be honest, and I haven't got time to be, messing around with tweezers and stuff all the time. But this spider, my fingers never go below that rim. It's level. My fingers don't go in it. The spider can't get out. I don't go in. Keep it on a flat surface. You do not want this spider escaping. Not worth it. I was actually hoping it was going to go and hide, so I could sort of show you how they hide if you haven't seen it. But so yeah, this is 67. That's what I decided to call him. Him or her. Definitely one of the coolest looking spiders. Amazing when it comes to camouflaging. Okay then, so next up is one of 2, and this is one of the ones that's actually molted recently. This one is called the Harpactriella Overuki, I think is how you pronounce it. I might be butchering that, but I know it's definitely Harpactriella. This is one of 2 that I received from Martin Lees, the amazing man that I went to Guatemala with. Of course, if you haven't seen Guatemala, I'm going to plug it because I loved it. There'll be a link to the trailer and there'll be a link to the playlist in the description. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend watching it. It was a really good adventure, really good series I did on YouTube. If you have seen it, feel free to go and rewatch it. It's really good. So, yeah, this is the freshly molted Harpactriella. I actually sort of showed this a little bit in the Patreon video, but you couldn't really see the colours. It's got a really nice, kind of like a goldy brown colour. Very, very pretty. Obviously these are an old world spider, so they don't like to, I normally keep these really dry, but I'm going to put a bit of water on, just so that it can have a drink, because of course tarantulas, they lose an awful lot of moisture after molting. So, so yeah, there's that. I think that both of these are female. I haven't sexed them yet, so I don't know, but when you just get that feeling, I look at the way they are, and I don't know, I've tried to sex them, and I think they're both female, but that's fine. I should be able to find a male for these at some point. And then down here is the other one, and I'm going to try and feed this one. I think if I can get this one to come out and sort of show you it, I think it'd be quite good. So phone is at the ready, it is already filming. Gonna just drop the mealworm in there, and we'll see whether it will come out and take it down. I hope it does. Just gonna move it up there and see whether that encourages it to come out. To be fair, these are actually both from the same exact, so it might be that maybe this one's getting ready to molt as well. I have crushed the head on the mealworm. I don't know whether you'll be able to sort of see, but it's definitely not in the best of health. So it shouldn't be able to cause any damage to the actual spider. I'm actually really annoyed on about that because I think I've got a picture. I'll put a picture of it up here. I recently lost my Pogotheria ornata, probably my favourite out of my pokers, next to the Highland that I had that also died fairly well a few months ago. Yeah, this my ornata, which I've been raising, and I absolutely love this spider. I didn't crush the head on the mealworm like enough, thinking that it would be fine, and it didn't. I found it came up one morning, I woke up rather hard looking, and yeah, it had, I don't know whether it had gone to molt or whatever, but it was sort of dead, not in death kill, and part of the abdomen had been eaten. So to say I was angry and upset is an understatement. I was really annoyed with that. So unfortunately this Harpactriella isn't going to take down that, so I'm going to leave that in there for now. So the head is already crushed on that, so it shouldn't cause any problems, and we can take a look at that maybe in the next video. I will give you all an update on how that particular Harpactria is, and I'll also probably feed the one that's molted as well. Okay, and the next spider, rather the last spider that I want to show you, obviously I'd like to do all of them, but I want to try and keep the video as short as I can, is this one. This is a freshly molted spider. If I just pop this down here and get the torch out, you can see it's actually still got a little bit of water. I gave this spider a spray when I realised it had molted, and yeah, as you can see in the video, there is a bit of water there. The molt is just down there. This was a few days ago now, and this one is Psalmopoeus, I think it's Pulcher. Psalmopoeus Pulcher, or Cambridge, I can't remember which one it is. I know that I got this one from the Invert Kingdom. I've actually had a few of them from him, but this is the only one that survived, unfortunately. Obviously recently I've not been spending as much time with my spiders and other animals as I would have liked, and so because of that I've had some losses. Some losses have been devastated. I will be talking about those in future videos. But yeah, unfortunately the slings that I received from him also kind of suffered, and you know, I rehoused this one fairly recently and it started to web up, and you know, still quite small, but that's fine. The actual spider's looking really good. And hopefully in the few days, obviously I'll be feeding that one. I'll be feeding the Harpactriella that's molted, checking on these, probably not all of them. I might just tell you anything important with them, and then we'll take a look at some of the other spiders I have down here, up here, maybe the ones along there. Also trying to do some pairing at the moment. If you've had me on Instagram, you will have seen the pairing attempt for Tritocard or Carlenbergi. And I've also got P. regalis as well, which I'm going to be doing. Both of those videos will be up on Patreon first. They'll probably be up there for, you know, a couple of weeks before they end up on YouTube publicly, I guess. So so yeah, that is the end of the video, because I do have more spiders to talk about. I'll be doing a video on my other inverts as well. I've actually only got 2 other inverts, which is my scorpion and my centipede. I'll be sort of showing those off as well. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been somewhat enjoyable, and hopefully I will speak to you all soon. So thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to check out the videos at the end over here, and of course the links down in the description. And again, a huge thank you to my patrons. If you are interested in becoming a patron supporting me, there'll be links to that in the description as well. So thank you, and I'll see you all soon in the next video.